Black. Favorite story or favorite moment? Guys, you know, I think I love, if you're under 18, you know what to show you. But I think I love red. So yeah. It reminds me of my lovely friends growing up. Thanks, Beth. All right. How do you prepare? Oh, this is from Melissa Healy from Delaware. How do you prepare yourself to write? Is there any music that you fall back on to write, or do you prefer quiet? Well, it just depends on what I'm writing. If it's a really sad scene, sometimes I'll put on like some sad music, or dramatic scene, I'll put on soundtracks for a movie or something. But it just depends. Usually it's quiet. Usually I wish it's quiet. Usually there's a bunch of noises of my co-stars and the crew running around, because I'm usually on set when I'm writing. But it just depends. Cool. This one's from Kelly Gibson from Pennsylvania. Land of Stories, all of its characters and kingdoms are all very in-depth and complex. Not to mention numerous. How do you manage to keep up with all of it, and do you ever get confused with anything? Not really, no. I feel like I'm so kind of in tune with the world that I never really have to ask myself anything. But usually I do write a lot of notes that I have to sometimes to go back on. All right. Once your work has been completed and published, do you ever have an itch to alter anything? Constantly. Oh, that's from Camille from Boston, Massachusetts. Great. Constantly, and I feel like I always whenever I write, I try to perfect as much as I possibly can, but it's never enough. I'm never satisfied, ever. And especially the kids' books, it's like you have to write for someone so young, and you perfect. Sometimes less is more when it comes to 10-year-old, reading experience. So I think that's all right. This is from Miller from Cumberland. Cumberland? Is that right? Great. Making sure. Do you know what the next book you'll write plus publish will be, and what genre? Also, what is your favorite Orange is the New Black character? Red, of course. And I don't know. Maybe it'll be maybe next Land Stories book. I don't know. I might do another young adult novel.
Whatever you want.
Depends on the vibe.
I'll buy it.
Thanks, Beth.
Scribble on it.
Cumberland. I wish I was from Cumberland. Don't need to go home, please. Your parents let you out this late? Janelle and Rousel? How do you say that?
Nobody?
How do you say it? Rousel, cool. Great, their question. Their favorite character from Land Stories is Froggy. And their question is, growing up, did you have a favorite fairy tale? I always liked Sleeping Beauty because I feel like out of all the damsels in distress, she knew how to get rescued. Took a nap, woke up, married, and had a kingdom. That's how you did it.
Right, exactly.
This is from Shelby, and she's from Buffalo, a.k.a. Buffalo, New York. Nice. And her question is, do you think Red will ever do something that isn't at least slightly selfish? I love Red Riding Hood, even though she does bad things sometimes. Absolutely, and I think in this book she definitely proves herself. But I love Red. I love her so selfishness. So amusing. But she has a good heart. She just thinks the world revolves around her. I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, she's clean. That's how she's brought up. So naturally, this is from Sam and Camille, and they're from Gardner and Rockton, Massachusetts. Rockton? How would you say that? Such a hard word. Do you think you'll ever release history of the different kingdoms in your own book? Maybe. That's a good question. There's a lot of history in this one, especially with the Eastern Kingdom. So maybe, perhaps, yes, it's a good idea, like a Lanceroid encyclopedia, but maybe after many books. I don't know if there's quite too much information. There's enough information yet. All right. This is from, I'm going to ruin this name. I apologize. Oh, gosh.
Give it a shot.
What's it?
Give it a shot.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said it. Okay. Is it Siobhan?
No.
Siobhan? What is it?
Siobhan.
Siobhan. Okay, nice to meet you, honey. You're from New York City. Great. Thank you. Okay. So your question is, what did you want to be when you were younger? Why? What advice would you give to people on how to reach their dreams? I think I initially still want to be a Disney Imagineer. I'm so present. And I mean, the advice I would give would just be to just keep going for it. I mean, why not? I mean, what's the alternative? Not going for it? Thank you. It's so profound. All right. This person's from California, and I can now pronounce this city. Is it illegal? English is hard enough for me. So if you throw any other language to it, it's a rough day. But is it Aliso Viejo? Yeah. Aliso Viejo. Okay, so it's too far off. All right. And it's from Cynthia. And she asked, are the characters' land stories based or inspired by real people in any way, and if so, how? A lot of people are inspired by, or a lot of characters are inspired by people. Some I will never ever publicly say. Yeah, I mean, Mother Goose is definitely inspired by my friend Polly Bergen, who's in my movie Stuck for Lightning, and Alice and Connor are definitely me, and there might be a little bit of me, more than I'd ever wish to acknowledge in the villain. And that's all. Two more. Okay, cool. All right. All right, so I think I'll mix it up here. All right, cool. This one is from Isabel, New York, and she asks, how did you find time in your busy schedule to write? Isabel, I have no idea. That's the hardest part. It's really writing a book, as many of you know, because I know a lot of you are writers, it's not easy, and that's the hardest part is to find the time, especially when you're filming a TV show. It gets a little rough. Okay. All right, step 4. And here. This one is from Nicole from Brooklyn. And she asked, which character land stories did you enjoy developing the most? Ooh, I think it's a tie. It's a set of two different characters. One is the Charming Dynasty from the first book. I thought that was so funny. The different charming brothers. They all get married to the same guy. And I think this one is about the history of the Eastern Kingdom. And you get to learn who the Hindu East grandmother was. And there's a very common theme with everyone in her family. But when you read it, you'll see. Great. I'll do one more.
Rebel!
Oh, I saw my cat drawn. Okay, this one is from Tara, great, thank you. And she's from Norwood, Pennsylvania. All right. And she asks, how long does it normally take to come up with and write each character, since there are so many? Honestly, it doesn't take that long to come up with every particular character, but I think just sitting down and writing the book physically is what takes the most time. But characters, they come very easily to me, and I like voices in my head, so I just come up with them. Great, cool, and my cat looks just like that. Thank you guys.